Hi everyone, welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Karen.
Hey everybody, this is Shane.
Today we're looking at day 1 of Wild Mexico. And the vocabulary words are remains.
Remains.
Many tourists visit the area each year to see the remains of the castle.
Mysterious.
Mysterious.
The man died of a mysterious illness.
Authority.
Authority.
Stan has no authority to make decisions for the company.
Ruin.
Ruin.
The city's ruins reminded people of the horrors of war.
Limb.
Limb.
Mary sat down to rest her tired limbs. So we're talking about this great show on Animal Planet, Shane.
Wild.
Mexico! Okay. Have you ever been to Mexico, Shane?
I've been to Mexico many times.
That is great. So I guess you can tell us all about the wild Mexico, right?
Actually, when I went wasn't very wild. I've never been to
The wild side.
the wild side because like today we'll talk about the jungle.
Ooh.
But I've only been to the oceanside resorts and stayed in a nice hotel,
Go to the beach.
go on the beach and, catch some sun and
So
go in the...
you didn't see any of this? Like the cool things you can see in the jungle, the animals?
No, I'm not very adventurous. When I go on a vacation, I just want to relax and have a drink, eat some nice food.
And take a nap, and
Yes.
then the day starts over again.
Exactly.
Okay, me too.
And if I want to see the wild side, then I'll watch Animal Planet, Wild Mexico.
I guess that's a good idea. But what are we going to learn about the animals in Wild Mexico?
We'll be talking about the jungle the first day.
Uh-huh.
And of course, when you think of a jungle, what do you think of?
Animals.
Yeah, wild animals.
Like jaguars?
Exactly. So the jaguar is there, which of course is a very scary predator and can attack humans or other animals. So it's pretty scary.
Pretty scary, I would say so too. And what other animals will we see? I think, isn't there like some kind of monkey?
A howler monkey.
What's a howler monkey?
Well, it lets out a loud noise to tell like a howl. So it'll go.
Really?
No, I don't know. I don't know what it really sounds like. You have to watch the show to find out.
Okay, but there's also another cool thing called the long-limbed spider monkeys.
Yes.
I guess because they have long limbs, so they kind of look like spiders, but kind of scary.
Yeah, I don't really like spiders very much. And if a monkey looks like a spider, I think I'll be pretty scared.
I like monkeys, I just don't like spiders. So a lot of interesting things to see on Wild Mexico.
Okay, so let's take a look and find out some more and enjoy.
How do you say enjoy in Spanish?
Disfruta.
Okay, disfruta. I can't do it.
Wild Mexico. From the remains of the ancient Maya civilization to the mysterious depths of Lacandan jungle, Mexico is a land of discoveries. Let's take a look at some of what this country's many unique environments have to offer with Animal Planet's Wild Mexico.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today is day 1 reading an article called Wild Mexico. Hello everyone, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Mike, and that's pretty exciting.
Wild Mexico.
Wow, okay, Wild Mexico. Now I imagine we're talking about the wild animals of Mexico, the wonderful natural world that you can find in the quite large country of Mexico that really covers many different types of geography, right? You have jungles, you have deserts,
you have mountains.
huge cities, of course, but most of the wildlife, of course, will be outside in the country, in the natural areas of Mexico. So that's interesting. See what kind of animals we can come across. The only thing I can think of is maybe a jaguar, a large cat, hunting cat.
Sounds good.
All I can think of from Mexico. So let's find out.
Let's start reading Wild Mexico.
Wild Mexico, yes.
Now, from the remains of the ancient Maya civilization to the mysterious depths of the Lacandan jungle, Mexico is a land of discoveries.
A land of discoveries. A lot of cool things to find out about.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now here though, we've got 2 vocabulary words to discuss. The first is the word remain. Here the word remain is being used as a noun. The remains of an ancient civilization, like the remains of the ancient Maya civilization we were talking about before, are all the things that are left over after a civilization has died out or been destroyed. So if you went to Mexico, you might find ruins, i.e. destroyed castles or temples that are almost or partially destroyed. Those are called ruins or remains, like in this case. For example, many tourists visit the area each year to see the remains of the castle.
Ah, okay. So, of course, the Mayan civilization was there hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Of course, they're mostly gone, but some of their temples and buildings are left over, all kind of broken down. Very cool. We also have mysterious. Now, when we talk about something being mysterious, it's filled with mystery. Many questions are there, but very few facts, very little information. If someone gives you a box and you ask what's in it, and they're like, I don't know, we'll have to open it.
Mysterious.
It's mysterious. You don't know what's inside or where it came from. Of course, when we watch mysterious horror movies or, murder mysteries, right? We got to find out who the bad guy is. It's mysterious. They don't make it easy for you to guess, for you to know the facts. You have to ask a lot of questions.
It's going to be hard to understand. It's going to be a mystery. It's
That's
mysterious.
right. For example, the man died of a mysterious illness. So the doctors were very confused and interested in what happened because they don't know so many questions.
Yeah, Dr. Robinson apparently just couldn't figure it out.
Poor Dr. Robinson.
All right, next let's keep reading. The next line says, let's take a look at some of what this country's many unique environments have to offer with Animal Planet's Wild Mexico. So I guess Wild Mexico is the name of a new show on Animal Planet. I like the ring of that. Wild Mexico. Anyways, with that, folks, we've come to time for our first break, but don't go away. We'll be right back with more in no time.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天要介绍的是动物星球频道的节目 Wild Mexico。那它的中文名称是墨西哥自然写真。好，在这个节目里面，我们将会看到许多墨西哥的野生动物。那课文一开始就提到说，从古玛雅文明的遗迹到拉坎顿丛林的神秘深处，墨西哥呢是一片很值得发掘的土地。好，这边出现了两个单字，首先 remains， 它在课文里面是当名词，就表示历史遗迹。那它当这个意思来解释时，固定要复数形式哦。好 ，Jeff 老师他所提到的 ruins。ruins 也是指废墟或者是遗迹。好，再来看 mysterious， 它是形容词，就表示不可思议的啊，或是很难解、很神秘的。那我们接着就来看看，透过这个动物星球频道的节目，我们可以发现哪一些墨西哥的独特风情吧。
Wild Mexico. One of the largest and most secretive wild cats in the world is a jaguar, found in Mexico's Maya rainforest. 2,000 years ago, these cats were worshipped by the Maya, who called the jungle home. Rulers even wore jaguar skins as signs of their power and authority. Today, the once great Mayan cities are no more than ruins, but the jaguars still walk the jungle looking for their next meal. Their spotted coats keep them hidden within the dense foliage.
All right, folks, we're back and we're reading about Animal Planet's newest show. It's called Wild Mexico.
There you go. I got the hands this time.
Wild Mexico.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Okay, anyways,
Yes.
let's get down to business here.
Okay, now one of the largest and most secretive wild cats in the world is the jaguar. And this animal is found in Mexico's Maya rainforest, okay? So it's a very large wild cat, so we think of like a leopard or a mountain lion,
Yes.
as you might find in North America. It's also secretive. That means it hides a lot, so they're kind of hard to see, but maybe if you went out with a guide, someone who knows the ways of the jungle, they could find one for you, but of course, most of them will be hiding in the trees, I would imagine, during the daytime. But it's found in Mexico's Mayan rainforest, and you ever get a chance to see a jaguar, they have beautiful fur,
Yes.
right? They have a beautiful coat. kind of orange with some black spots. It says 2,000 years ago, back when the Mayan civilization was very powerful, these cats were worshipped by the Maya, who called the jungle home. So they even 2,000 years ago, they knew about the jaguar. They knew how powerful and dangerous it was.
So, and they worshipped the
so
jaguar.
they looked at it
They thought it
sort
was
of
like a god.
as a god of some type, as a forest god. Yeah.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Exactly.
Jaguar.
Don't eat us. Don't eat
Please.
us. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Anyways, rulers, apparently these Mayan rulers, even wore jaguar skins as signs of their power and authority. How about that? Now, if you have authority, it means that you have power. It means you have the right to give orders to others or to make important decisions that might affect other people's lives. Like President Ma has a lot of authority. He can make a lot of decisions that affect Taiwan, so on and so forth. The President of the United States is no different. People in the military, like generals, they might also have a lot of authority, the right to make decisions or to give other people orders. For example, Stan, it's not President Stan or General Stan, just good old Stan. Stan has no authority to make decisions for the company. That would be the CEO or maybe Stan's boss.
Well, Stan's the guy who makes the coffee.
Stan, the coffee man,
Yeah.
has no authority to make decisions for the company.
I guess
he can decide whether they're going to use like hazelnut coffee or regular coffee.
That's
but
right.
That's it. That's the extent of Stan's authority.
He can't tell people that they're fired. He can't shut the company down for a holiday just because he feels like it. He doesn't have that power or that authority. Poor Stan, but someday he'll move up and he'll become the president, I'm sure. Yes, well, today, back in Mexico, the once great Mayan cities are no more than ruins. But the jaguars, they're still there. They still walk the jungle looking for their next meal. Wow, okay. Ruins are something that we might find in a place with an old civilization, an old culture. It's basically the parts of the buildings, the parts of the cities, the parts of the temples, churches, castles, whatever, that are left over there. A lot of it's fallen down, it's been damaged over hundreds of years, but you still might find bits of the tower, the wall of a castle, that kind of thing. Bits of a temple, you know, in the ground. If you've ever been to Rome, you'll see the ruins of the Colosseum, or in Athens, Greece, they have ruins as well of the Parthenon and the Acropolis, old remaining parts of an old building.
This word, ruins, reminds me a lot of the word remains.
It's very similar, yes.
And it's also similar, like if you ruin something, you break it.
You break
that's
it,
a verb.
that's right.
And usually when you remain, that's also a verb. But here we've got ruins and remains. We're using common verb words as nouns.
Yeah, it's
interesting.
It's kind of fun, isn't it? And let's get back to our example sentence. The city's ruins reminded people of the horrors of war. That's right, ruins can happen also, not just through a long period of time, but through war, through an earthquake, through all sorts of natural disasters too. But it means lots of stuff has been broken, and this is what's left.
Anyways, let's get back to the article. The next sentence says, their spotted coats, the leopards' spotted coats, keep them hidden within the dense foliage of wild Mexico.
That's right. Now remember, they're not actually wearing coats. They're not wearing jackets. That's what we call the fur, the skin of certain types of animals. Exactly. So they have spots on their fur or their coats.
How about that? Anyways, with that, folks, it is time for another break, but don't go away. We'll be back soon to wrap up day 1 of our article on Wild Mexico.
首先，我们来到墨西哥的玛雅雨林中，在这边可以找到全球体型最大，然后行迹最隐秘的野生猫科动物之一，那就是美洲豹 （Jaguar）。Jaguar 就是美洲豹。那么 secretive 是用来形容行事隐秘的，或是很善于隐藏的。好，那课文提到，在2000年前，以丛林为家的玛雅人，他们很崇拜这种猫科动物。那他们统治者甚至会穿戴美洲豹的毛皮，作为力量跟权威的象征。现在虽然玛雅城市早已经变成废墟，但是美洲豹仍然游走在丛林之中。它们的斑点皮毛让它们能够隐匿在茂密的枝叶当中。那课文里面这个 coat， 它不是指外套大衣哦，而是指动物的皮毛。Spotted coat 就表示有斑点的皮毛。好，这边还有2个单字。Authority 它是名词，表示权力、威信。那么 ruin 当动词，它有毁灭、破坏的意思；它当名词，则是指遗迹、废墟。那记得要用复数形式，就跟我们先前提到的跟 remains 是一样的。好，接着回到课文中。
Wild Mexico. This jungle is also home to many species of primates. Howler monkeys, with their strange calls, sound a warning whenever a jaguar draws too near. Long-limbed spider monkeys, their troops led by females, know that the best way to stay safe is to stay together. At night, they make for the top of the canopy to rest, out of the reach of most predators.
All right, before the break, we were reading an article called Wild Mexico.
It's very exciting,
Yes.
isn't it?
Before the break, we were talking about the jaguar. Apparently, the jaguar lives in wild Mexico. Apparently, the jaguar lives in the Lacandon jungle. And now, this jungle isn't just home to jaguars.
No.
The jungle is also home to many species of primates.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
know that?
I know, but it doesn't surprise me, actually. I mean, what would the jaguars eat? Right? They have to eat something, and they can't eat bugs and butterflies. That's far too small for a big cat. So a primate, a large monkey, is the perfect kind of meal, the perfect kind of prey that the jaguar could hunt there in the jungles of Mexico. Primates, yes, are monkeys. Generally, primates are monkeys that are slightly bigger, slightly larger, maybe slightly more intelligent, and they often don't have tails. Right? So when we think of the gorilla or the chimpanzee, these monkeys that are sort of close to humans, where they're actually apes or primates. So, but basically we're talking about a monkey. Howler monkeys, it says, with their strange calls. I guess they make a howling kind of sound like a dog or a wolf or something like that. But they're also useful because they sound a warning in the jungles of Mexico whenever a jaguar draws too near. So they're warning the other monkeys and the babies and, you know, the other monkeys in their little family group that jaguars are nearby. Climb to the highest tree or run away. Be careful because you don't want to be jaguar lunch.
Wow, sound pretty smart. These
Yeah.
primates are smart animals. Anyways, there are also long-limbed spider monkeys. They're troops led by females. Now, apparently, they know that the best way to stay safe is to stay together.
Good tip.
Pretty smart. Now, also, we have this word limb. L-I-M-B. Okay, in this case, a limb is an arm or a leg of a four-legged or a four-legged creature.
Four-limbed.
Or in a situation like us where we have two legs, we can call our arms or our legs limbs, even though we don't have four legs, just two. But monkeys do have four legs.
Right.
So there you go. For example, Mary sat down to rest her tired limbs.
Okay, so she's been walking a long way and maybe carrying heavy things, so all of her limbs, that's both her arms and her legs, must be tired. That makes
There you
sense.
go.
I guess we could say an octopus has 8 limbs, right? They're the arms of an octopus, and they stick away from the body, as do ours, so they would be limbs. Another time you might see them use the word limb is a branch of a tree.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we have the body or the trunk of the tree, that's kind of like our body, and the branches, the bits that stick out, we often sometimes call those limbs,
Called limbs.
as well.
Sure.
Absolutely. Now at night, the the spider monkeys, I should say, they make for the top of the canopy to rest, out of the reach of most predators. Many trees in the jungle are very long and thin, but they have a lot of branches, a lot of leaves at the top. That's called the canopy. It's kind of the roof
Very
of the
top.
jungle. Very, very high up and hard for a jaguar, which is quite large and heavy, to climb up so high into the tree, but safe for the spider monkeys, so at least they can get a good night's sleep out of the reach of most predators. That is, away from most animals that would be hunting them. And you don't want to sleep somewhere where you could become, could get eaten in the middle of a nice dream.
Yeah, this is not an easy thing to do. Getting to the top of the canopy is tough. But these
Yeah.
are spider monkeys. They're very good at climbing, hence spider monkeys is their name.
Ah, that's right.
about
They got the long arms and legs like spiders.
There you go. Anyways, with that, folks, day 1 of our article on Wild Mexico is now complete, but stay tuned. Day 2 will be coming up in no time.
刚刚说到美洲豹就生活在玛雅雨林里面，那其实这片丛林也是许多灵长类动物的家园，像是猴猴以及蜘蛛猴。那么灵长类动物的英文是 primate， 刚刚 Mike 老师教我们说，吼吼 howler monkey， 它名字其中的 howl 就有吼叫、轰的意思。好，当美洲豹接近的时候，吼吼就会用奇特的叫声来警告它的同类。那么蜘蛛猴 spider monkey， 它的特色是长手长脚，而且它们的猴群呢是由母猴来领导。到了晚上，它们就会前往树冠顶上休息，去远离大部分所有掠食动物的狩猎范围。那这边有一个单字是 limb， 它是指人或是动物的四肢、手脚四肢的肢。那么课文里面的复合形容词 long-limbed 就是指长手长脚的。那么 limb 它也可以用来指大树枝或是树的粗枝。再来看 canopy， 它本来有天棚、顶棚的意思，那在课文里面是指树冠。好啦，以上就是今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。Hello， 又到了 Grammar Express， 我是 Yvette。墨西哥有古玛雅文明以及独特的丛林生态。今天就透过动物星球频道的墨西哥自然写真，来看看这个国家的特殊风情吧。文章的最后一段提到，这里的丛林也是许多灵长类动物的家园。Howler monkeys, with their strange calls, sound a warning whenever a jaguar draws too near. 无论何时，只要有美洲豹太过靠近，吼吼就会用它们奇特的叫声发出警报。Whenever 在这里相当于 no matter when， 后面接子句，表示无论什么时候都怎么样。You can ask us for help whenever you need it。需要的话，随时都可以找我们帮忙。同一段里 ，long-limbed spider monkeys, their troops led by females, know that the best way to stay safe is to stay together。长手长脚的蜘蛛猴群由母猴领导。他们知道保持安全最好的方法就是聚在一起。这个句子是独立分词构句的结构，用在两句主词不同时，中间省略连接词，并且把其中一句的动词改为分词。还原的句子是 Long-limbed spider monkeys know that the best way to stay safe is to stay together, and their troops are led by females。删除连接词 and， 保留不同的主词 their troops， 而被动语态呢，删除 be 动词 are， 保留过去分词 led。后半段的 their 就是指前面的 long-limbed spider monkeys。为了让结构更紧密，因此呢，把 their female 这句呢直接移到 long-limbed spider monkeys 的后面，并且以逗号分隔，形成插入句。接着就看到我们文章里的句子了。夜晚时，蜘蛛猴前往树冠顶休息，远离大部分掠食动物的狩猎范围。At night, they make for the top of the canopy to rest, out of the reach of most predators. Out of the reach of somebody 是让某人无法取得，或是超出某人的能力范围。Reach 在这里当名词，指触及范围。这个片语也可以写成 out of somebody's reach。 Keep the sharp tools out of the reach of children。 把尖锐的工具放在小朋友拿不到的地方。谢谢收看今天的单元，我们下次见，拜拜。
3, 2, 1, action！ 星际战警 MIB 第3集，坏人回到过去，杀死了威尔史密斯的伙伴，而威尔史密斯只好也回到过去，试图拯救年轻时的 Tommy Lee Jones。Now turn around.
Look at you, Kay. Sort of young, Kay.
It's gotta be the first time an unregistered alien caught sneaking onto Earth was happy to see me.
You think I'm... Oh, that's funny. That's funny. No, it's not like that. You see, I'm your partner.
If I had a partner, I'd know it.
That's a simple explanation for that.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Yeah, you see, I'm your partner in the future, and I come back to save you.
Future?
Yes.
Come back to save me?
I'm your partner.
Freeze, you're under arrest. Turn around.
Trust me.
You will be deported.
Trust me.
You do not come to Earth without a visa. 啊，原来 Tommy Lee Jones 他年轻的时候看起来是老啊，是老的在那边等的。他说 Look at you, Kay, you're sort of young. 你看起来好像有一点年轻。哇，20-30年前其实长得就蛮操劳了，对不对？那当时的他就说，因为他不认识这个威尔史密斯啊，他就说 That's gotta be the first time an unregistered alien caught sneaking into Earth was happy to see me. 你应该是史上头一遭哈，就是这个违法来地球的这个外星人居然看到我这么高兴，他用到了 unregistered 这一个形容词 unregistered unregistered 就是未登记的、未注册的，因为他们来地球都要登记啊，都要办个护照啊、办个签证什么的啊，居然偷溜进来，一般会抓起来要把他们遣返，居然这么快，看到我这么高兴，好奇怪哦。那么威尔史密斯说：“Oh, you think that's that's funny? I'm your partner 啊，我在未来将会是你的搭档 ，I'm your partner。”那当时汤姆利就说 ：“If I had a partner, I know about it. I know it. 如果我真的有搭档的话，我应该知道。可是为什么我不知道呢？”威尔史密斯说 ：“There's a simple explanation for that. 啊，其实有一个很简单的解释啊。那个汤姆利就说 ：“I'm all ears. I'm all ears， 就是我洗耳恭听的意思啊，不是我全身长满了耳朵啊。这是英文的一个常见的一句成语 ，I'm all ears， 就是我洗耳恭听啊。请您讲吧。”然后他就讲，我是从未来 ，I'm your partner from the future。